Good evening. Thank you for joining me for some gentle yoga. We are going to work on balance and stability this evening. So if you would like, grab yourself a chair just to hold on to for a little security, and we will go ahead and get started. From here, we are just going to march in place. With stability and balance, we really work the lower half of the body, and then we tie in with some depth perception, inner ear equilibrium. So we will work our upper body in a different manner. And we're going to keep our toes on the floor, just lift the heels, pump the arms. And warming up a little bit faster, begin to pedal those feet, pump those arms. Wonderful. Slowing it back down. Just a little pump. And from here, we are going to do our first balance challenge. Lift a knee. Hold on to the chair if you need to. Keeping that knee close to hip height. And bring it down. Switching over to the other side. Lifting that knee. Practicing good posture. Great work here. And bring it down. From here, other side, we're going to lift in front, draw the navel in, really support that core and those hip joints here. And bring it down. Other side, here we go, up. Navel comes in, still breathing, never holding the breath here. Shoulders back, good posture. Wonderful work. Come on down. And from here, we are going to take a little bit of a wider stance and into just a little bit of a squat here. So I'm not very deep. I'm up rather high in my squat, but I want to make sure the bottom is back. The knees are not forward beyond the toes. And so I'm going to begin to lean from side to side. Challenge that balance. I'm heavy into the heels. And then I'm going to shift. So as I come back to center, I'm going to lean forward a little here. More pressure into the front of the foot. And shift back into the heels, side to side. Wonderful. Last one, side to side, coming back to center. Here we go, leaning forward in the toes once more. And we are going to challenge that balance a little bit more. Lift a heel up. So we're rolling up onto those toes. Hold on to the chair if you need to. Nice straight spine. Don't get round here, but pull everything back and upright. Down through the heel, lift the other toe or up onto the other toe. Great work. And come on back down. Now we are going to rise and take that wider stance into a little march. Lift the knee. And from here, as we come, we are going to bring the knee up, challenge that balance, and step it over to the other side. Lift the knee, slow and steady. Good posture again. Down we go. One more each side. That wider stance, opening the hips, bringing them a little bit together as we lift the knee. And back to our wide stance. From here, we're just gonna shift over to one side a little bit. I'm beginning to bend that knee, keeping this leg straight. And I wanna feel more pressure on the outside length of the foot. If I feel more in the ankle or in the heel area, I wanna just go ahead and begin to lean into it just a little bit. More pressure into the toe pad here. And come on back, up and over to the other side. Little bend at the knee. Extend that leg nice and straight here. Feeling a little pressure on that outside of the foot. Kind of heavy through the ankle and the heel. And then just shifting forward a little bit here. Leaning more into the toes. And we're gonna lean back. Come upright. And side to side, bend at the knee. Almost thinking of a skater position. And from here, we are gonna add to it. As we reach forward with the opposite arm, we're bending the opposite knee. Strong through the core, protect the back and spine. As we shift from side to side, we are slow and steady. Really conscious of our feet and ankles. One more each side. Great work. Come on back to center and a little march. From here, we are going to bring things forward and back. So stepping forward, heel to the toe, lean into the knee. The knee is just above the toes if you happen to look down. And I'm pushing down through the back heel. The back leg is straight. Here we go. Come on back, lift the knee. Great balance challenge again. Holding onto the chair for support if you need it. We're gonna step that leg behind us, toe to the heel, push down into the heel. I'm bending the front knee. Nice Achilles stretch here. And bring it up onto the toe. The chair is not always going to be there, so if you're doing some toe tapping as you're moving forward and back or side to side, that toe tap is always going to be with you, not the chair. Come on back to center, and let's do the other leg. Heel toe first, forward, lean into it. Knee is just above the toes here. Push down into that back heel here. Nice straight back leg. Might even feel it through the outer hips here a little bit. And from here, bring it back. We are going to step it back, push into the heel. Wonderful work. Down through the Achilles, into the heel. And come on back up. A little march. All right. And from here, we are going to take it out at a diagonal. So I'm going to turn my toes, heel to the toe, reach out like I'm going to shake somebody's hand here, and really challenge that balance, leaning out over the toe and the knee. Keep that front knee bent, and we're going to lift up tall, reaching up high, kind of into a warrior position here, looking up, working that equilibrium in the inner ear here as we gaze up and bring it all the way down, looking down, following the hand down towards the leg. Bring it back up in front, about center. And we're gonna look to the side as we open the arm. Strong through the core. Come on back to center. Let's step it back. Push off, and here we go, other side. We are going to step out at an angle, lean into it. We're shaking somebody's hand out here. Great work. Here we go, take it up tall. Keep that front knee bent. We're looking up to the sky. Continually breathing. And bring that arm all the way down. Head watching the hand come down to the thigh. And take it back up about center. From here, out to the side. The head follows the arm, opening the chest, a little twist through the core, strong abs, still breathing. Come on back to center. And let's step it back. Here we go. Wonderful. A nice little march. And from here, we are going to step behind us. So toe to the heel. And I don't have a very wide stance here. I just want to make sure there's some space between the front heel and the toe. Hold on to the chair if you need to for a little support. Push down into the heel. And we're going to take both hands up in front. Eyes are watching our thumbs as we move. Lift up overhead. A little arch to the back here, strong through the abdomen. Bring it down in front. And take those arms out wide. About shoulder height here. We're going to drop it to one side and begin to look to that side. Hold on to the chair if you need to. Keeping one arm down, the other one up if you can. Come back to center, looking forward. And over to the other side. Watching the other arm drop. Come on back up. Looking forward and step together. Arms out in front. We're going to step back with the other leg. Here we go. Same thing. Lifting up, rising, looking, pushing into that back heel. The front knee is bent. A nice reach. Oh, maybe a little arch in that back. And bring it forward. Take those arms out wide. And tip to one side. Looking down at that hand, coming down towards the hip. Here we go. Bring it back up, center, over to the other side. Dropping the other arm. Looking down. Coming back to center and step it forward. Wonderful. Dropping the arms. A little shoulder circle, one side and then the other. Fabulous. All right. Coming into a little bit of a squat. My feet are about hip width apart here. And challenging the balance, we're going to lean forward into those toes again. Lift the heels, or maybe you're lifting one heel and then the other, whatever works for you. We're challenging that balance. Hold on to the chair if you need to. And push down into the heels. We're going to lift the toes. Hold on to the chair, really challenge that balance here. Keeping a nice flat, straight back and forward again. Into the toes, lifting the heel, or maybe one and then the other, whatever works for you. And down into the heels, lift the toes. Hold that chair. On the way back seems worse than on the way front. Come on back to a neutral position and rise up. Take a nice breath in, draw the hands up. Exhale on the way down. All right. And holding onto the chair if you wish. We are going to point through the toe. A nice extension out in front. And we're going to bring it out to the side. And just behind us, we're staying upright, activating the glutes in the back. Core in the front is stretched a little here. Bring it back around. Pointing through that toe. Give it a little pulse. Up and down. Squeezing that quad. Wonderful. And bring it down. All right. Side view. Holding onto the chair if you need to. And point through that toe. Good posture. Bring it around. Still working that back side of the body, staying upright. Pointing through the toe. And bring it back around. Here we go, pulse. Engage that floor, the pelvic floor down low as you pulse, and the quad. Last one, bring it in. Wonderful. All right. Heels come closer together and the toes turn outward. We're going to go into a little bit of a plie, challenging our balance once again. As we bend at the hips and the knees here a little bit, we're just allowing the knees to follow the direction of our toes. And drawing the navel in, we're going to round the spine, roll everything kind of forward here. Hold on to the chair if you need to. And when you're ready, rise back up, arch behind you, pull those shoulders back, lift the chin and chest. Wonderful work. And round forward. A nice exhale here. Squish everything right out of you. And inhale, lift it all back up. Nice lift of the chin and chest. And one more complete breath here. As we pull the navel in, we're rounding, exhaling, and inhaling, lifting, pulling everything back. Wonderful. Come to a neutral position, rising tall. Bring those feet forward, maybe a little walk out. All right. Wonderful work. And from here, we are going to take a little wider stance. Come into that squat. Shift side to side a few times here. And then we're going to put a few things all together. Here we go. Leaning, holding onto the chair if you need to. We are going to point through that toe. Maybe a little toe tap. Do what works for you. And bring it up. Send it around. Great work. Maybe a little toe tap in the back. Find what works. Challenge that quad. Bring it back around, forward, and step it wide over to the other side. And here we go, pointing through the toes, sending it forward, maybe a little toe tap. Here we go, wrap it around. Behind you, holding on with those toes, toe tapping if you need, and bring it around. A little lift, last one, send it back out to the side. Come to center, rise up, squeeze the inner thighs together, navel comes in, shoulders are back, maybe even squeezing the cheeks a little bit here. And a nice relaxation, just a nice breath in. Wonderful work. And from here, we're going to take it forward, a little standing cat-cow. Round the spine, pull the navel in, and lift and open. Big inhale, exhale as you round. A little bend in the hips and knees. Straighten and take that big breath in. One more. Exhale forward. Inhaling, opening, and relaxing. Wonderful work. Shoulder circles. Lean into it with those hips and knees a little. Very good. And back to a center position while we have our chair here. Pull it up. Let's have a seat. And scooting forward in the chair a little bit gives our hips and knees just a little bit more room. Sitting up tall, we're going to lift a knee, maybe a little support if you need to with the hands, and extend it out. Push into the heel, pull the toes up. Good core work, strong through that belly as we continue to breathe. Tighten the quad. Bring it back in, and down we go. Here we go, other side. Lift it. When you're ready, send it forward, push into the heel, toes are up. Strong core work, keep breathing. This is a good challenge for the core, the abdomen, that lower pelvis, the quad and hips. Wonderful work. Bring it back in. And down we go. Fabulous. All right. And we're going to walk the feet out a little wider, heel, toe. Drop a knee down in front. So we might feel a little stretch on the inner knee, the ankle, as well as that outer hip, maybe that low back sciatica area. Lift it up, drop the other one in. Nice. Work through that low back, the hip. Feels good, a little gentle stretch. Come on back up and bring the feet together, heel, toe, heel, toe. Take a nice breath in. Exhale down. Dropping the chin towards the heart, lengthening through the spine. And we are going to do a little head pendulum here, bringing the head from side to side, stretching through the neck, kind of keeping the chin in the middle. I've closed my eyes, just giving me a little sense of imbalance or security here. And when you're ready, coming back to center, lifting the chin, opening the eyes, making sure that you're not dizzy or having a little vertigo. And when you're ready, just taking a nice breath in. Exhale on the way down. Bringing the hands to the heart. Taking a bow. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope you have a wonderful evening.